All right, good morning, everyone. Please, for all the judges to turn on your background, turn on your video. We're going to start the judging in a short moment. I think you all know who's going first, so I think that you guys are prepared. I'm going to call in order. So how are we going to do this finals is that I'm going to share screen while calling out who's going to come out first. And then you guys can immediately try to present. You're going to be given 5 minutes in total maximum. And then the rest of 5 minutes will be a Q&A answer that needs to be in English. Yes. Okay, so is Aira here?
Yes.
All right, okay. So I'm gonna start sharing screen. Yeah. Okay, so first is Jakarta 3. Let me share screen for a bit. All right, can you see the poster?
Yes.
All right, whenever you're ready to present your design. Jakarta 3, are you here?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay, will we start now, judges?
Yeah, sure.
Good morning, dear honorable judges. Allow me to ask some questions to begin our presentation, and maybe we'll figure all of us here. First of all, do you know that the impact of the COVID-19 on the global environment tends to improve? Then, do you also know that this positive impact can be temporary and can be worsened again if people and economic activities return to normal? And how? How can we keep this positive impact as long as possible, or maybe forever? And how can we overcome its negative impact on the environment so that later it can be reduced or even being eliminated? From this question, our team agree that we share the same view that this topic is very urgent for us to convey. This is the reason why we choose this topic. We need to take a proper action. We need to increase our awareness to our environment. That's why we are here from the poster team of the HAL Polytechnic Jakarta 3. With me here, Hafiza Rahmanisa Nabila Husaini, and two of my friends, Meviana Arahman and Ana Zahri Sakifah. We hope that this message can be conveyed properly through our poster and presentation, and we also hope that after this all of us can start taking action together, an important action for our environment.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, COVID-19 has a big impact on life. This statement is a truth, and I think everyone here is already knows about it and agree that COVID-19 has greatly complicated our lives. However, as explained by my friend, COVID-19 also has its own positive and negative impacts. This is reinforced by the existence of journals that we found on the internet, and the good thing is we already make points from it, as you can see in our poster here. The first point is the temporary positive impact. COVID-19 restricts our movement and our activities, and this is clearly has a positive impact on our environment. But after COVID is gone, what will happen? People will start to catch up with their economy, which went down during the pandemic. They will work harder than usual. And then what will happen to our environment? This is why we need to do something from now. The second point is the increasing of biodiversity. Various type of plants that seem growing more than usual means that it will provide wider space for animals. For example, in India and Florida, we can see turtles that leave their eggs freely, and this is a good thing for us and for our environment. The third point here is the improvement of water quality. Due to the maritime tourism activities have stopped, the ocean has decreased in noise pollution and become cleaner. Thereby, it reduces the stress level of marine creatures such as whales that can migrate freely and safely. And then there is the global emission that getting reduced. If you see in the CREA, they say that in Indonesia, the maximum emission reduction reached about 18.2%, which is good news. And we can see even from our home, or maybe you have been seeing it from the social media, a cleaner sky that have been caught on several cities or resident in of the capital city in Indonesia. And then, like I have said before, COVID-19 also have a negative impact. For example, like this, the increasing medical waste. The Ministry of Environment and Forestry noted that medical waste production has been increased around 290 tons of medical waste per day, and most of them is the max and gloss medical waste.
Ladies and gentlemen, what should we do to manage all of this effect of COVID is important. We can take actions such as reducing plastic waste, starting to use carbon energy wisely, and switching to public transportation to reduce emission. So, based on what has been described previously, I conclude that, first, the reason we choose this topic and sub-theme is because our team considers this an urgency where the action we take now affect the environment in the future. Second, the message that we want to convey is that after this, the participants and the honorable judges can start making efforts and increasing awareness of the surrounding environment. Alright, that's the presentation from the three of us representing the Health Polytechnic Jakarta 3. I'm Ana Zahri Sakifah and my two friends Hafizah Rahmanisa Nabila Husaini and Meviana Arahman. Thank you so much for your attention and goodbye.
Okay, thank you for the wonderful presentation. Will any of the judges can start first asking questions?
I'll start.
All right.
Thank you for the wonderful presentation. I want to ask, why did you particularly choose this topic and why is it important to you guys?
Okay, thank you very much for the great question. Let me answer this question. So why we choose this topic? Because the both of us agree that we have the same view that this is an urgency topic that we have to try to make some advantage or an action to save our earth, to save our environment. Because as we can see in here, there are many positive impacts that came after COVID-19 came to Indonesia or in our earth, and we must make an action so we can keep this positive impact as long as possible and maybe forever. So we can make the earth getting better, and we have to do something for the negative impacts too. As said by my friends before, like reducing plastic waste, or maybe we can try to not going outside, so we can we don't use much max to going outside, so we can reduce the medical waste too. Something maybe my friend will add.
Thank you for the answer.
All right. Then I'll ask the second question. So I heard from your presentation that you guys want to have a meaningful impact because you guys thought that people need to be aware of the environmental. That's why you want them to not go outside, right? But I'm wondering then, because in the poster, you guys didn't put any specific action that the reader should do. Like, for example, don't go out too much, don't use cars, and etc. So why then, if your goal is to bring awareness and make people aware of the situation, you guys focus more on listing on the existing impacts rather than having a specific action that all readers should do? I'm wondering why the focus is like that. Okay, I'll just summarize my question. Yeah. So I'm just asking that if you guys want people to be aware of the environment and make changes, then why is your poster list all the positive impacts rather than having like a specific action they should focus on? Like, don't use cars too much as the main focus then. That's my question.
Okay, so maybe I will try to answer that. So why we focus in the positive impacts only or the negative impacts, and why we don't try to bring to tell everybody that how to yeah, because but in our poster in here we write it down in here that the slogan that say let's bring our world back. And I think if you read this, if you read the explanation of the positive impact or the negative impacts here, you can see you can make some you can know that the how to how to how to make how to make the positive impact as long as possible, because in here we can see that for example like the water or the reducing global emission. And then in here we can see that this is because of the transportation and industrial activities that have been stopped. And maybe if you read this, you must have been you have must have imagination or like a thinking to how to, because transportation and the industrial stop, and then the global emission became reduced. And maybe we can start to make to use transportation transportation transport transportation that
Maybe.
from the transportation that something like a public transportation. We can start to use the public transportation, and even some more, something like that.
Okay, judges, I'd like to add some opinion about the poster. We also want to get people to care and people awareness about the COVID after COVID-19, and then this case poster we showing positive impact, so people maybe can interesting to doing awareness for art. Thank you.
All right, understand. Thank you for the answer. Lastly, Najee, would you want to ask something?
Yeah. Thank you for your presentation. And I'm gonna ask you more about the visual. And actually, what is the meaning behind your illustration, especially for the flower inside mask? Is there any story or reason behind it?
Okay, judges, I'll try and try. The picture of a person wearing a mask with their eyes closed, surrounded by the coronavirus illustration. Our current situation where we have to wear a mask every time we do activities outside the home, because there is a coronavirus around us which depicted with closed eyes. And then the image of the earth, which is the background of the image of person wearing mask. illustration something that we discussed in the poster, namely our environment, and there are flowers on the max which illustrate that there is also is a positive impact on the environment, one of which is of flora. Thank you.
And maybe I would like to add something too. The reason why we choose the turquoise green color is because we wanted to describe about the peace between us as human and the environment. As we know that blue and green is the representation of environment or an earth, something like that. Decided we choose this color because this color is common and pleasing for the eye to read the poster. Thank you.
All right, thank you for the answer. I think that concludes the presentation from Jakarta J. Thank you so much for the presentation and answer. We'll move on to the next institution then. The next one is Banjarmasin. Wait, let me share screen. Banjarmasin. Is Banjarmasin here?
Yes.
All right. You can start whenever you're comfortable.
Okay, wait. Okay, can you hear my voice? Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. I'm Anissa Zara, and my team Nadia Aziza and Muhammad Ikianur Firdaus. And we are from Polytechnic Banjarmasin. I will introduce our poster. First of all, I will tell you about the application that we use to make our poster. We use Adobe Photoshop CS6. Here, on our poster, we choose orange for the background. It symbolizes ambition, energy, optimism, and confidence. We are very energetic and full of ambition to spread more information about the COVID-19 prevention with our Pascal Formula. And we are optimistic and confident that Pascal Formula will help in the prevention of COVID-19. Then there is an impression of sunlight on our poster which has a meaning of hope. Hope that the Pascal Formula will help to decrease COVID-19 cases because all of us fight to stop the spreading of a COVID-19 and make life better. And here, we also add Sashirangan Motif in our poster. This motif is an authentic batik motif from Kalimantan Selatan, where we and our institution, Polytechnic Banjarmasin, come from. The color gradation of the motif starts from orange to bright yellow, which means optimism and health. We are optimistic in inviting people to live healthy life using the Pascal Formula. And if we look in a more detail, this Sashirangan motif forms the tip of snakehead mural, or what we normally call ikan haruan. It also symbolizes the sharpness of mind, which reflects our thought in making this poster. Here, we have plants that growing and keep on growing. We hope the information we provide can continue to grow and develop throughout the world, especially the Indonesian people to live healthily and become a habit to protect ourselves from COVID-19. Okay, that's it. And now we go to our contents. We took sub-theme number 4 about society outlook on science because of the lack of knowledge and understanding of what COVID-19 is, how it's transmitted, and importance of preventing COVID-19 from entering our bodies. And then I'll begin by explaining our title, that is, Let's Prevent COVID-19 with the Pascal Formula. Here we put a picture of a coronavirus next to our title because we want everyone to know and remember how important it is to prevent the COVID-19. And with this title, we invite everyone to prevent COVID-19 and protect themselves with the Pascal Formula. We hope the Pascal Formula can attract and make it easier for everyone to remember what to do during the pandemic. And this, we provide information about its COVID-19 and how it can be spread and transmitted through the droplets of saliva or discharge from the nose. And infection, person, cough, or sneeze, meaning that COVID-19 is a very easily spread from person to another person. And then here, when you see the number, and don't forget to never underestimate the COVID-19 case, which has 2.62 million cases plus around 47,899 new cases in the July, and the recorded deaths due to COVID-19 as many 68,219 deaths plus 864 new data in the July. And here, we also put common symptoms of COVID-19 that often occur within the community, like a fever, cough and cold, feeling tired, sore throat, and shortness of breath or difficulty in breathing, so that people are more alert and can immediately go to health center for treatment. And yeah, the last one is our main focus. That is, let's start with the Pascal Formula. We hope that it can make easier for everyone to remember how to prevent COVID-19. And this Pascal Formula comes from a preventive method that has been agreed by World Health Organization and Kementerian Kesehatan Indonesia. And then we summarize it with the very famous Pascal Formula. Okay, finally, let's go find out the Pascal Formula is. So Pascal Formula consists the letter PASCAL. So P is please always wear your mask, especially outside the house. And A, always wash your hands, especially after activities to kill viruses that stick our hands. And then S, stay away from the crowd to prevent transmission from one person to another. And C, clean your house every day so that our place of residence is to protect from the COVID-19 virus, which can be anywhere. And then this is A, always eat healthy because the food we eat is very important to protect our bodies and maintain our immune system. And the last one is L, let yourself happy. Why do we have to be happy? Because when we are happy, when we have strong antibodies, which act as a protection for our bodies from disease. So I think that's all from my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning and see you. Thank you.
All right, thank you for the presentation. From the judges, we want to ask, when you're designing this, who are the target audience you're trying to reach with this design? Thank you.
For the first is, we made this poster as attractive as possible, so that readers are impressed and curious to read what Pascal is. And the intent target is not only teenagers, but for all walks of life. So this poster is easy to spread, but in public place and on social media. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone want to ask more or?
I want to ask particularly, why did you choose the word Pascal? Is it relevant to your target audience, or why did you specifically use Pascal as like the singkatan?
Okay, so why we use Pascal? Because Here, I create a special innovative acronym that contains things to during this pandemic with the Pascal Formula to attract readers and make it easier to remember. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I think that's all from the judges' questions. Thank you for your answer. Next, we're going to move on to the next presentation.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, so next is Banten. Banten. Right, Banten, are you here? Banten? Banten, are you here?
Here.
Okay, are you here? Banten, can you please answer? Are you here or are you ready?
Yes, here.
All right, please present when you're ready.
Wait.
Thank you.
Can you turn your camera on if possible? Thank you.
If you're not ready in 20 seconds, we'll skip you, yeah.
I think we should move on to the next and let Banten prepare first. So who is next? Samara?
Yes, sir. Wait.
How many seconds? We're waiting for a minute already. I think it's unfair for other participants.
Yeah, we can move on to Semarang first and let Banten prepare later.
All right, 20 seconds is up. We're going to skip Banten, yeah. You're going last then. Next is Semarang.
Oh. Permission.
Yes. All right, we're going to go next.
Huh?
Sorry?
I'm from Polytechnic, Banten. Ready to presentation.
All right. Please tell us if you have any connections or your friend isn't here instead of just quiet down and told us to wait. Thank you.
Oh.
All right. So next is Banten.
Okay.
We're ready whenever you are.
Okay, I'm from Polytechnic Banten with my partner Windy Wan Putri will tell us presentation.
Banten, this is your last call. Turn on your camera and start presenting, or you're going last on the presenting.
Windy.
All right, Banten, you're going last. Yeah, thank you. We're going to move on to Semarang now. Please, other participants, if you're not ready, just tell us. You're going to move you to the next. Make sure your environment is quiet and try to immediately start presenting. We're going to move on to Semarang now. Thank you.
Is Semarang ready yet?
Yes,
Okay.
we're here.
All right, thank you. Can start presenting whenever you're ready.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi everyone. Good morning. In this change, we will present our poster titled Discover the New World Without COVID-19. Let me introduce ourselves first. My name is Gita Saradina Rizky and my members Lulu Umaila and Sinta Aisyatun Nafiah, and we're from Health Polytechnic of Semarang. First things first, what do you have in mind when you hear the word amusement park and a circus? For me, when I hear about those two things, I will immediately think about excitement and happiness. As we all know, there are so many things in amusement parks. One of them is Ferris wheel. You know that big, round, moving things like Eagle Eye in Britain and Biang Lala in Dufan, right? The desperation we are facing during this pandemic leads us to the point where the optimism and happiness are almost non-existent. People are dying every day, and it has not yet seemed to be ended soon anyway. But life must go on, right? Just like the Ferris wheel that keeps on going, life must also continue to run. And by that, we are inspired to make the poster entitled Discover the New World Without COVID-19, in the hope that we can get the rainbow of the rain once the pandemic ends. The poster itself is made with the concept of amusement park, with Ferris wheel as its focal point. What we meant by this is that we want to spread the spirit of optimism and excitement in this difficult time by reminding our audience that COVID-19 will end soon, as long as people abide by the 5M rules or health protocols, which are so included in our poster as the term and condition in order to get the free ticket for the Ferris wheel.
Life after COVID-19 will never be the same. We need to recover physically, mentally, or financially, or in the other various aspects that affected to this pandemic. And the best way to achieve it is by maintaining the health protocol or 5M itself. This poster is made as a new amusement park opening brochure that requires its visitor to abide by the 5M rules in order to get free tickets. The amusement park, like the new world after COVID-19, that were exciting and that we can only visit when the pandemic ends. And that is exactly why we encourage people to follow the 5M. So the sooner this amusement park will happen, or in that state, the sooner pandemic will end. In our poster, we have 4 main colors: red, blue, green, and orange, which have a different meaning but still harmonious. Red mean passionate and warm. Blue mean calmness and serenity. Green mean balancing the red and blue color. And the last orange mean optimism.
The first will have 6 cage with hexagonal shape that symbolize harmony and balance. The cage is followed by 6 icons that represent each main aspect in humanity. That is education, health, economy, religions, technology, and social. Those things are the new normals that are going on during the pandemic, and that we believe it will become a new trend later on after the pandemic ends. However, although the pandemic may end one day, we believe that health protocols still need to be implemented because it will protect us from what's gonna happen next.
You can also scan QR code on poster that will lead you to the World Health Organization website so you can check the more updated information about COVID-19. So very soon, we are now approaching the beginning of the end, ready to welcome a new world full of hope without COVID-19. And to celebrate that upcoming victory, let's start our better life with the exciting ride of the Ferris wheel and ride it happily for free by following our terms and conditions, which we are already familiar with it, right? So go get your tickets now because the more tickets are on, the sooner we come. Maybe that's enough from us. Thank you for your great attention.
Thank you so much for the great presentation. I think you guys did a great job visually and also in the message. I do want to ask a question because you guys chose this visual style. Who are your target users? Let's say in terms of age. Who do you want this poster to impact in age range, let's say?
Okay, let me answer the question, please. Who's the target of us in our poster is everyone, because everyone and the family would like to ride the Ferris wheel and like amusement park or like circus. So we will get enjoy. Everyone will get enjoy. If we ride the Ferris wheel in the next photo or the new world we reach after the pandemic ends.
Thank you. Any judges want to ask other questions?
Oh, hi. Thank you for your presentation. I actually wanted to ask something. I know you guys already explained on how even after COVID, we still have to maintain health protocol, right? But I want to ask then why the title is like Discover the New World Without COVID, but then why is health protocol to the extent of still having a modernized religious practice, which I assume like Zoom meeting or something? Why is that still in your idea of post-COVID world? So I'll repeat my question. So your title is Discover the World Without COVID, right? I just want to ask then why the point that you guys picked, like the health protocol, is most likely to be applied right now, but you guys didn't try to have a more imaginative like scenario. For example, we can go back to school, but with a view adjustment. So I'm just asking about why the point is still like health protocol, even though the title is the New World Without COVID.
Okay, let me answer the question of Miss Liana. Why we still using maintaining the health protocol? Because in the future we will using is like a culture. So we don't know in the future will be a disease which more load or more biggest than coronavirus. So we should still using or still maintaining the health protocol. So in the future, if the disease, the other disease is aware, we can get the new world like that.
I see already. Just a question, like just for curiosity, is the barcode can be scanned or it's just like a decoration?
Yes, it can be scanned. If you scan the QR code, you will take on the World Health Organization website for the further information about COVID-19.
Oh, all right, interesting. Okay, thank you so much. All right, I think that's all from our questions. Thank you, Samarang. We're going to move on to the next institution.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next one is Palembang. Wait. Palembang. All right. Palembang, are you here? Remember to turn on your camera, please. All right.
Okay, let us start.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Let me introduce our team. We are from Polytechnic of Palembang. My name is Rima Nur Fatima. My friends are Siti Salsabila and Bella Nurdiati. In this challenge, we would like to present our poster entitled Boost Your Mental Health with Pempek. First of all, do you know why do we choose pempek as our icon in our poster? Absolutely. Pempek is one of traditional food in Palembang. It's very famous. That's why we mention pempek in our poster. Besides that, pempek also helps you to boost your mental health. What do we mean? Let us tell you more about this. During a pandemic, there are many people get impacted by COVID-19, and many aspects of our life change, including our education system from offline to online learning. Many students have struggled to make the jump from physically being at campus to learning virtually. The change in the style of learning now provided has made it harder for many to learn. The physical distance between students and lecturers due to the online learning environment has made it difficult for students to be able to connect with their lecturers. When working online, it is much harder to show your lecturers exactly what you are struggling to learn. This is just one example how online learning is hard.
Okay, let me continue. Many students have struggled to grasp certain concepts. According to KVUE TV, about 11,700 ISD% increase from last year. As long as we read in the journal, there are three kinds of mental health problems like anxiety, stress, and depression. In our poster, we present 6 solutions related to the problems course.
Thanks. Number 1, pray to God. The closer to God, the better we are. Exactly, praying can make our heart more peaceful. Number 2, express your feeling. Just be yourself. It means you must be what you want to be. Appreciate yourself and all strength and weakness you have, but be honest for yourself. When you want to cry, just cry. When you are tired, just take a rest. But when you are happy, you may straight love. Number 3, manage your moods. Find your own happiness. Every person has different way to find happiness. Just sing if you like singing. Just write when you like writing, and soon explore your skill. Number 4, practice positive thinking. All's fine. The good in difficult things. As long as we believe that we are blessed by God and many people around us support us, we can do anything. Number 5, answer reliable source. filter any incoming information. We do not immediately believe what we see and hear. We have to check the information first whether the source is valid or not. Number 6, keep a good relationship with others. Have a good communication with the close people. We should always be grateful and blessed for the amount of love that is around us. Spend time with beloved people. It's important to have a good relationship with others. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for the presentation. The judges, do you want to ask something?
Yeah, I want to ask, can you tell us more about the illustration, why you choose those illustration, why you put? Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your question. In our poster, there are okay. In our illustration, there are our president and the vice president, and there are
Hello?
okay. In our poster, there are a picture of Pempe, and there are a student of Polytechnic of Palembang, and this illustration, this is describe situation of online learning that student stress, depression. There are a lot of jobs for students, so they depress. You can see illustration. Okay, you get the point.
All right, thank you for the answer. I think from the judges, it's all clear already. So we're going to move on to the next institution. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Palembang.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. We're going to next. Next is Bandung. Wait. Okay, Bandung, are you here?
That's
Bandung here. Hello.
Hello, Rais.
All right.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to say thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the time. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sashirangan Motif. I'm from Polytechnic of Bandung, Pharmacy. Maybe let's get to the point. The point about these presentations is the first one. I'm going to talk about the designs, style, or anything else. The second, I'm going to talk about how and why I create this poster. The third, I'm going to talk about the informations of this poster. Let's get started with the first one. I'm going to talk about the designs and styles. Yes, I have analogy when we make a poster or anything else, or designs or graphic designs or anything else like that. It's like it seems as we making a cakes. Yes, a cakes like birthday cakes or anything else. Because what? Because when we make cakes, we need ingredients, right? We need have to make the cakes is beautiful to look. We have to determine the right arrangement, like the layers. Yeah. Yes, ingredients for me it's like informations, like illustrations, like elements, like anything else. Maybe we can see. I made a 5 layer of the background from navy to a mocha. Yes, I picked the colors. I represent that colors is like afternoon skies to tonight like that. Yes. Next, the illustrations. Next, I use two hands to offer help to represent that people will have different views depending on informations they get. Yes, they can choose a wrong path, for examples, like a hoax or anything else. It's a simple. This poster has the goal that we are. That's goal. We are what we choosing to be. We must be careful in choosing informations because it will change our mind. It will plunge us in the right or the wrong way. Gitu. This poster aims to make people aware of the information what they are getting. Maybe I think this poster or infographics or anything else, it's a special because we can change mind people with our creativity. Maybe that's all what I want to share. Short enough that I can say. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right. Thank you for the presentation. I'm going to ask first for the questions. Probably, what do you hope that your poster would achieve when you're making this? Some poster wants to inform audience. Some poster wants for the audience to do something. So, what does your poster goal? What is your poster goal? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before I answer the question, I'm very sorry if my English so bad. I will answer the questions with my capacity. Yes, my poster is represents. We can see the point without can see a text of the poster. Yes, we can see two hand like that. It's depending like on the information what they get itu. Yes, we can see a difference. What a help gitu, what a real help gitu, what nice way to we choose it like that. I think this poster means we must careful to choosing the information because it will change our mind. We must
Sorry, is it just me or the answer is cut out? suddenly stopped.
Oh yeah. Maybe can I repeat?
Repeat, just the end, sorry.
Okay, thank you. It's like we must be careful in using the informations because we can see a difference. We can see a difference what will help to depending like that gitu. We must see a difference like we must optimist. We must yes, not a stairs hoax or something else. We must see the difference of that, like that. Maybe. Thank you.
Thank you for the answer. I think your poster is really great. I just want to ask, out of curiosity, what tools did you use to make the poster? Like software, let's say.
Okay. Thank you very much. I create this poster with Photoshop and the illustrations. Two hands, depending two hands. It's creating by a Photoshop. Background creating by Photoshop. Yes, everything by Photoshop. With people, the icon in the middle. People, it's created by the illustrations. Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator.
Cool, thank you. Any judges want to ask more questions? Or?
That's enough from me. Najat? All right, we can go next then. All right, thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to move on to the next institution. Yogyakarta. Oh, wait.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, wait, let me share screen for a bit. Okay, Yogyakarta, the stage is yours.
This pandemic made pretty hard for me and other teenagers. I was worried about anything and definitely a lot of things that I shouldn't worry about. This online school or learn from home kind of things got really overwhelming sometimes. Of course, this resulted in some breakdowns, panic attacks, and depressions. Sometimes I feel like I was so super burnt out because of fear of missing out, and the other days I couldn't get anything done. To be honest, this was all happening during my quarantine life when mental health wasn't being talked about as much as it is now. But the good news is I have to know and love myself more than anything now. So from now on, I'm using the story and my own suffering through mental health problems to help other teenagers with mental health challenges, especially during and after this COVID pandemic outbreak. The honorable judges, respected audience, and all participants here. Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Managal Arifah. I'm currently a third year of understudy student in Nursing Department of Polytechnic, Ministry of Yogyakarta. Today, I would like to present my poster with title FOMO. So, what is FOMO? How do we get these problems? And what should we do? But first thing first, that I want to let you know what is the definition of FOMO itself. From Cambridge Dictionary, FOMO or fear of missing out is a worried feeling that you might miss something even that other people are going to, especially caused by the things that you see on social media. The background of why I chose this topic or why I chose FOMO is according to the Web of statistic data, social media usage has increased by 44% worldwide during this pandemic. The social media isn't good or bad, it's just a tool. Is it important to us to learn and use it in a healthy way? Are you using internet to create FOMO or are you using it to improve your mental health and well-being? According to the researchers of the original study, social media can increase feeling of depression and loneliness by creating fear of missing out. This idea is best encapsulated by the following quote by 14 quotes. The reason we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scene with everyone else's highlight reel. This quote will bring us to my second part of my story. It was several months ago when we are not allowed to go out and our whole life is just sit down in front of the computer or just scrolling through the social media.
I feel like life is a race. All people show that their lives through the social media. That increases my insecurity. When most people share things on social media, they naturally share things that make it look like they are living an awesome and exciting life. They share photos of themselves going to fancy restaurant or doing exciting things like traveling or branded online shopping. If you go through people's social media, you think they're living an awesome life, and that creates the feeling of missing out. So when we try to judge people's life based on social media, we're only getting a small snippet on who they are, and typically it leans toward the positive stuff rather than the negative stuff. So that's all the background of the reason why I choose this topic. So let's move to the right section of my poster. There is several symptoms of FOMO or fear of missing out, but I choose this big four. The first one is check phone first. When you wake up in the morning, are you checking phone at first? Yes, absolutely. We absolutely checking our phone in the morning, right? If there is any kind of important message or morning online classes. But if there is no unimportant things, but you always attach important to always checking phone and everywhere and every time, maybe you have these FOMO symptoms. And the second one is people with FOMO must have highly active social life. They have a high standard and set their lifestyle standard highly, especially for making a content for their social media. And the third is obsessed with taking picture. Selfies too often may be this indicate that you are suffering for missing out. And the last one is spend money when you can afford it. Your friends are going to fancy restaurant and you want to go there too. Did you feel or had some of these symptoms in your life? Okay, so this poster is I have that overcome with acting. So when you feel like you have that FOMO, overcome with acting. I have the solution to all of you guys. The A is admit you have FOMO. Before you can fix any bad habit, you have to admit you have an issue with the bad habit. This is not different with the fear of missing out. And the second is change FOMO to JOMO. Change the letter from F to J rather than feeling bad about missing something. Take a joy in what you have and what you do is a better. I call this JOMO because joy of missing out. A is take a break from social media. Social media can be a fun distraction, but taken to extreme, it is all about FOMO. And the next step is I love myself because we are loved and deserve the best of love from ourselves. Love yourself, forgive yourself, be true to yourself. How you treat yourself is sets the standard for how others will treat you. Granted, there are times when you don't feel lovable. This is normal. We all experience this moment, right? But self-acceptance is the foundation to living a complete life when you show up in your life. And the next is N is know your priorities. Make yourself as a priority once well. It's not selfish, it is necessary. What are your priorities? When you know what's valuable to you, you are less likely to feel envious about other people's successes because you have your own goals or a bucket list that you are working on. And the last one is J. J is gratitude journaling. Cultivate a sense of gratitude instead of deciding stuff you wish you had. Practice being grateful for blessings you currently have. Start by keeping a gratitude journal. Write down all of the gratitude and happiness moment in the moment of this life. So write down in the piece of paper or your journal book. Although FOMO is strongly correlated with social media usage, it is important to us to remember that is very real and common feeling among the all age, especially this youth age. Everyone feels a certain level of FOMO at different time in their life. If you feel suffering from feeling of missing out, it can be helpful to reach a friend or spare some time to reflecting on the things that you're grateful in your life. So that's it, all my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Maybe there's question. Maybe.
Thank you so much for the presentation. I think that was wonderful. Naja, do you want to ask a question?
Okay, such an interesting poster. But can you tell us more why you choose purple as your main color? Is there any specific reason of that?
Yes, of course. Thank you for the question. So the why I choose this purple is the meaning of this color purple is royalty, luxury, wisdom, and creativity, also nobility. So I hope with this purple color is I hope to everyone who look at my poster have a wisdom to make a to have or to use social media wisely. That's why, and that's why I choose yellow for this font FOMO and acting for the highlight of my poster because it's contrast. Yellow and purple is contrast, and so this is easy to look and very eye-catching, I think. That's all, maybe.
Okay, nice answer. Maybe.
Thank you so much. I do want to ask a question. Well, first of all, I want to say I think your poster is really great. I think FOMO is something that everyone can relate to. And the way that you gave tips is really great also. But because the theme is life after COVID, I do want to ask, do you think people will still have FOMO in life after COVID? And do you think it's still an important topic to be talked about?
Exactly. I think is very important to us to let everyone knows that mental health during pandemic is very important, especially mental health during pandemic and after life pandemic. Mental health can be replaceable, or this important to us because this is our happiness, and this is based on my own story when mental health is when I suffer through the mental health, and I choose this topic FOMO because this really relevant on this pandemic era that we are always attached to social media, right? Yeah, that's it. Maybe. Thank you for the question.
Thank you for the answer and the presentation. Diana, do you have a question?
No, for me, I think it's all clear. I think the question I want to ask is already asked already. So thank you so much for the answer and the presentation.
Okay, thank you. I want to add in something. I'm sorry. Can I add in something?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
In the corner of my poster, there is
sure.
The barcode. You can scan it to know where is the research or the search of my poster, and there is a credits for Canva and FreePic. But I chose that point in the center. I draw it by myself with Apple Pencil because the application that I use for making this poster is Procreate. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you so much for the information.
Thank you. That's all my presentation. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you so much. Okay, so moving on to the next institution. Wait, Palu? Right? Okay. Yes. Palu is next. Okay. Let me share screen for a bit. All right, Palu, go ahead.
Good morning, honorable judges. Thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me. I'm Nurani Endadi Retno as a team representative from Polytechnic Kemenkes Palu with team members Michael Elpen, Lawrence, and Zara Marsha. Here we show the poster how people are after the pandemic with poster title The New Habits, who invite us to use masks when we leave the house and wash our hands often. It can also use hand sanitizers and also shows a healthy lifestyle that needs to be improved. So first of all, I want to explain the meaning of our posters using a dark blue background, which can be interpreted as something strong, which means that humans can fight the coronavirus. Then the orange writing symbols a new spirit for a new life after the pandemic. For student pictures, it illustrates that students can be pioneers in inviting them to obey health protocols. In this poster, it shows life after the pandemic, where people make new habits, namely wearing masks and hand sanitizer. As we know, it has been 2 years since the coronavirus attacked the earth and civilization, affecting all aspects of human life, especially habits such as wearing a mask when traveling or when meeting other people, and then using a hand sanitizer in the hope of avoiding transmission of the coronavirus. The COVID-19 pandemic has made youth aware of how important health is, how valuable life is. This poster wants to convey and invite the public to the more aware of the importance of health so that you can take care of yourself and those around you. We as humans are social creatures who live side by side. So we still have to maintain our habits during a pandemic so that we and the people around us can take care of each other. Because even though we maintain our health and always comply with health protocols, it becomes useless if other people don't comply health protocol. I want to convey that the pandemic is not only the enemy of certain countries or institutions, but the enemy of all mankind. That's all our presentation. I'm sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right, thank you for your presentation. I personally want to ask, so there are 5 points you want to show to us, right? Wear mask, use hand sanitizer, sport, healthy food, and online work. Is there a reason why only the mask and hand sanitizer visual or picture like bigger than the others?
Because we think it's important for a new way life.
All right. Did you take the picture yourself? Like, is that real people or you found the photo from internet?
This is real picture from our.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe I want to ask something. Can you tell us more about the design process on your poster when making your poster? Palu?
And the poster is made in Photoshop.
That's it? Or do you want to say something more?
If that's all, then I think we can move on to the next person. Thank you so much, Palu, for your presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we're going to move on to the next institution, which is, hold on, let me look at the list. Padang, right? Okay, Padang, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Nice spirit. Okay, go ahead.
Baik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, judges. First of all, thank you for choosing us to be the one of the top 10. Before the presentation, allow me to introduce my team. I'm Anissa Yustisha Jamil, and my partners are Anissa Alhada and Nabila Alfalki. And we are from Padang Polytechnic. So today, I would like to do presentation of our poster. The theme is Life After COVID-19, A New Beginning. So the first thing is the background. It consists of two sides, the dark side and the bright one. The dark side means the situation of our life when COVID-19 is happening. There are many scary news like death, funeral, and etc. on TV, social media, or internet, and newspaper. So many people suffering because of this situation. For the bright side means the situation of our life after COVID-19 has come, that what we are waiting for, and we can pass it confidently. And for the next section is the headline. New habit to win means life in COVID-19 pandemic is such a war for us. We should do new habits to win, which means we should pass this situation, such as wearing a mask, washing hands, do social distancing, avoiding the crowd, and limiting mobility. And for the next presentation will be continued by Nabila Alfarouk.
So thank you, Anissa. I will continue the presentation. So the next point is visual. Why we choose a photograph as visual in this poster? That because a photograph have a real feeling, and this photograph also describe the expression when we face the pandemic. So and for the visual factor, we can see the mask painted by medical worker, which is described that medical worker is front line to fight COVID-19. And then we can see at the shoulder model, the medical worker and society, that means to fight COVID-19, we have to help each other. In Indonesia, we call it bahu membahu. So with this poster, we hope that people realize if we want to win this situation, we must fight it together. That's all from us. Thank you for your attention. Any question, judges?
All right, thank you for your presentation. I think the photo is unique and it's memorable. I would just want to ask about the concept of the photo. So the mask itself is painted, right, by the factor illustration by the person. So I want to ask, like, what's the concept of that? Like, is the mask disappearing, or it's painted to be covering our face, or what's the idea of it?
Okay, let me answer. The mask is have two sides. One in the bright side and the dark side. The dark side is what if situation we have this right now, and the bright side is the mask about what we hope to the future.
Yes, that means what we want in the future, like we no using mask anymore, like no washing hands, social distancing, and etc. Yes, like that.
Ah, I see, I see. So you're hoping for the mask to disappear over time, is it? All right. Okay. Other judges, do you want to ask?
What software do you use on this poster to make this poster?
I think it's not suffer because I have a best teamwork, I think.
Sorry, that's not what I actually asked. I'm asking about what is your software to make this poster? Software.
Like the program.
Like
Photoshop or
I'm sorry. The software is first I use Adobe Photoshop to editing a max to combine two picture wearing a max and not wearing a max. And next I editing other visual with and background with a Corel Draw.
Is that you on the poster?
Yes, this is me.
Nice, okay.
All right, I think that's all from the judges. Thank you so much for the presentation and answer. All right.
Thank you, Padang.
Thank you, Padang. So let's move on to the next institution. Next is Malang, and the last one would be Banten. So please make sure you're prepared after Malang. Thank you. So, okay, let's go to Malang. Share screen. Okay, Malang, are you here?
Yes.
All right, the stage is yours. Go ahead.
Okay. Before I start the presentation, I want to say sorry because I can wear the background. I've tried to wear the background, but my face is not visible. Is it okay? Okay, I will start the presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are in a good condition now. Thank you for the time. First of all, let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Naura Amalia, and this is my partner.
Hello, my name is Novia Santia Adesti.
Yeah, and here we will explain the meaning of the poster we created. Before that, do you know what is the new normal? The COVID-19 pandemic has changed the unexpected nature of the pandemic and its sudden and intrusive arrival in our lives will leave some of questioning whether the world is still a safe place. So, from this problem, we need to change in new habits that can adapt to this coronavirus problem, or what we usually call the new normal. Our poster tell the story of new activity from the impact of COVID-19.
The title we took was How Fantastic Can Connect All People. Fantastic itself, which stands for fast technology as the trend after the pandemic. The meaning of the title is that post-COVID technology is very fast and efficient without requiring a lot of time, travel, and money. And the use of technology is currently a trend after COVID-19 happened because everything has to be done from home. So how can technology connect everyone? Technology becomes an intermediary in humans communicating so that other humans can still connect with each other.
The relation between the theme of human relation and the concept of technology that we take is how human relation can occur with the use of technology after COVID-19. Of course, we can see that during COVID-19, all activities might be doing from home, and technology becomes an intermediary that connects humans. Then how? The development of technology today is about to provide communication without meeting, for example, like video calls. Video call provides a telephone feature with a video screen and is capable of capturing both video and sound transmitted. Not only that, activities that require people to go out and meet other people but for now can be done through available technology and application. online meetings, and etc. This proves that human relations after COVID-19 are closely related to the technology.
Okay, the first topic on our poster is telecommunication. Telecommunication has played an important role in human relation because it makes long-distance communication easier without meeting, and this will grow in the future. It means telecommunication during the pandemic is a trend because all activities and communication starts from home. So a solution was found, namely telecommunication as a medium for the problems. And the telecommunication helps humans communicate without having to meet in person. Is the reason why telecommunication is a technology that connects human relation. An example of this telecommunication is video calls. Because of the effective of time and money, the use of telecommunication will still be used and will grow even though the COVID ends. And the next is online school. Okay, Mr. Nadim has a suggestion that online learning can continue even after COVID is over. During pandemic, there are various kinds of learning application that was very helpful and feel flexible. The meaning of this point is COVID has an impact on education. However, the students continue their education through online learning and via video calls with their teachers. An example from online school is using Google Classroom, quizzes, and etc. The model is currently the best alternative as keeping school open poses a safety risk for the student. According to Mr. Nadim, after seeing the development of the world of education during the pandemic, he suggests that learning strategy after COVID-19 should still be done with online because they can try various kinds of new learning and make teachers and students understand technology better. This saying was quoted in Compass News on July 3, 2021.
And then next, telemedicine. Telemedicine provides information and medical services from online and it's more efficient. Quoted from Airwatton 2001, telemedicine is an umbrella term that encompasses any medical activity involving an element of distance. The implementation of telemedicine is in routine health service is being impeded by the lack of scientific evidence for its clinical and cost effectiveness. Especially in this pandemic situation, telemedicine really helped us to do any medical activity from home. And then next, social media. Quoted from Jurnal Teknologi Informasi dan Komunikasi with the title Manfaat Teknologi Informasi dan Komunikasi di Masa Pandemi COVID-19 by Rita Komalasari, 2020. Kominfo said use of the internet and social media increased by 5 until 10% during pandemic. Even the COVID was over, social media will still be used. Quoted from Kominfo, social media active user in Indonesia reached almost 170 million, especially in this pandemic situation when people being suggested to stay at home. We know we were bored to stay at home without to do anything, so people come to social media and looking for entertainment. It's mean that social media has big impact for people. Even the COVID-19 was over, social media will still be used. And then next, there is e-commerce. Quoted from Jurnal Ekonomi dan Akuntansi with the title Strategi Bertahan UMKM di Tengah Pandemi COVID-19 by Wan Laura Hardilawati, 2020. During COVID-19, in Indonesian e-commerce customer increased 66% because e-commerce was more efficient that made people choose digital market even though the pandemic is over later. Quoted from Zakaria Ma'ar, 2003, since a coronavirus comes, so many people don't want to go out because the virus is so dangerous and creepy. But as a human, we need to go out to buy our daily needs, and e-commerce is the solution. There are so many e-commerce applications like Shopee, Tokopedia, Lazada, and etc. We just need to enter the keyword of the things that we're gonna buy, and then we pay our shopping over the m-banking or a-banking. We just need to wait until our shopping come home. So simple, and that is more efficient than we go out to the market store. Even though the pandemic was over, e-commerce will still be used.
And the conclusion from our poster is, so even though the pandemic is over, the technology will still be used for the future because it's more efficient and can connect all people to keep human relation. And that brings us to the end. I like to thank you for your time and attention today. Thank you so much for your interest and attention. So I'll finish up by saying thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Malang, for the wonderful presentation. I like that you narrow down your topic to technology. So my question is, because the theme is life after COVID, why did you choose technology specifically to talk about, and why is it important in life after COVID? Anyone want to answer?
Yes, I will answer it. Why we choose the technology? Because we focus our poster to giving information about how fast and efficient the technology that used after COVID-19, like the title, how fantastic can connect to all people. Fantastic itself is fast technology as the trend used after the pandemic. That's all. Thank you for your question.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask, is your team consist of 2 people or 3?
Our team is 2 people.
2 people, okay. I just want to ask on how you guys divide the work in this designing poster process, because I think even the information is quite unique. You guys have a lot of research, and the visual itself, it's also really good. I'm just wondering how you guys divide the work and who's handling what job.
Okay, because me and my partner been so long, so we got the meeting like Google Meet. We create a first design, and then we talk about like how can this poster, like we just discuss about the poster, how's going, and then we got revision every day. Like but so
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Slowly, it's fine.
The point is that we discuss the poster together by Google Meet, and then we discuss like the point, what we gonna say to the poster, and we get revision every day. We get video calls every day too. We do it by online, and we search together about the referency, and then the one is design and the one is make a reference, and I think that's all.
All right. So you guys did all the research and design together, right? No one like one handle design, one handle research only. So you guys did it together?
Yeah, we did it together.
All right. Thank you. Next question.
Yeah. Next, can you tell us more? Why do you make the poster? Why do you choose that robotic-ish style as your visual theme on your poster? And which target audience or people you had in mind when designing that poster?
Okay, thank you for the question. We choose technology because technology can connect all people and make human relations keep. And the Okay, sorry. Okay, we make technology because it's tell technology can connect all people and keep human relation after pandemic. And we want target is for teenagers because the teenagers can make innovation technology for the next generation, and it can development for the future. It's all maybe.
Is that all? Like already done? Okay. All right, then thank you for the presentation, Malang, and also for the answer. We'll move on to the last institution. Banten, are you here?
Thank you, Malang.
Yes.
All right, nice. So let's go to the last institution. Okay. Banten, you can start anytime. Stage is yours.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, let's introduce our group. My name is Sashirangan Putri and my father Padilla Anjar Masrin. We are from Polytechnic of Banten. Here we want to presentation about poster COVID-19 aftermath and impact. Our content poster is explain some point. 1. Home is a new office. This means because the pandemic make us work, study at home, then after the pandemic our outbreak is more sent to the village where we live and work. 2. The reversal of the mass industry to restore economic performance. That means there are many more pleasant discovery ahead. The new world will be overthinking the matter. There will be fewer objects, and there will be chosen more responsibly. More question will be asked, are they made of natural material? Does their production harm to the planet? In addition, government will have to maintain local manufacture to restore economic performance. Once you leave export and import, you will no longer be such frivolous cosmopolitan. 3. People, especially business people, are more efficient and creative to work later. That means for this emergency measure that must we take a number of companies will set well while thinking for the future. For example, a company will start saving costs in order to face future crises. Number 5, the dimension of public transportation are sitting and encouraged. Number 9, the pandemic does and global tension in being careless in maintaining clean and healthy living are not a kind of option. That means as like as a must when outside, 2, eat the healthy food, 3, exercise, 4, using sanitizer, 5, wash the hand, and last, keep your distance. And the point, there will be less defense funding available for new weapons, and the definition of defense is reviewed after it's proven that there are many weaknesses. National security capability will be assessed based on the availability of medical equipment, readiness to face future outbreak and environmental disaster. Sitting the point of influence of life after the pandemic, several aspects are in spotlight due to our profiling pandemic activity, whether turning well or not, all feel the impact of the pandemic. The favor form in the event become an endless problem, even more so, a life that's always thought about profit will eventually fall ill in the middle of the journey. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. Nice poster. But can you tell us more about the meaning or story behind your illustration itself?
Okay. Why I chose the colors green, blue, yellow because they fall into the color category that accompanies nature. For the color gray is synonymous with pollution and everything that has a negative impact. For the shape, we make it sustainable because it is in accordance with the 6 points described earlier regarding various predictions for change that may occur. There are pictures of technology, aspiration, problem commented in one cycle. Why do we choose object over doodle character? Cause life after the COVID-19 outbreak will never be the same. We are the beginning of the end, waiting for a new beginning. The earth will violate its cooperation agreement with mankind unless we immediately change our behavior. Enough.
What software do you use for the designing poster?
What?
What program do you use?
What tools, software, program you use to make this poster?
Photoshop, Illustrator?
Okay. For making poster, we only use Adobe Photoshop and Corel Draw.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Adding to Naja's question about the illustration. So I just wonder, what's the meaning of the person who's with the XI? What do you hope to convey in this illustration? What is it? Is it a factory or is it, what is it?
Okay.
Why there's a big pipe, there's a phone, what do you want to convey in this illustration?
Wait. Wait. We make according to the survey in society.
Survey how?
Because society has a sympathetic operational system, meaning that when there are problems, they are programmed to get out of the problems in one or more ways. This irregular structure is achieved because of cooperation and solidarity between each other.
I see. All right. Okay. All clear. Ira?
All good.
All good. All right. Okay. I think that's all.
Yeah.
Thank you, Benten.
Yes.
So, all right. So thank you for all the participants for the wonderful presentation, Q&A. Thank you for trying your best to answer us also, and also to memorize whatever you're presenting. I think overall the quality of the poster was higher than we expected. You guys put so much thought in research, and also the visual was also creative, from the illustration, from the concept, from the photo you took. We highly appreciate your effort. So that concludes our poster final presentation. So what you guys gonna do right now is just going to wait for the closing ceremony. The winners juara 1, 2, 3 and harapan 1, 2, 3 is going to be announced there. So you guys can leave the Zoom meeting and wait until further announcement. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Good job.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. You guys did a great job.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, judges.
Nanti kalau kalian pengen feedback soal poster, boleh bilang di WA aja kayak ke juri siapa mau nanya. Mungkin kayak poster saya gimana gitu-gitu. Alright, thank you guys.
Okay, thank you, judges.
All right. Izin live ya. Thank you.
Hi.
Izin live ya, dadah guys.